Hello everyone, and today I'm doing a Christmas glam makeup look, so if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then please keep watching. I hope you are all having a good December. I've already done my eyebrows today, as you can see. I'm just going straight in with the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer in Ivory and just patting this all over the lids with a brush from Beauty Bay. Then I'm just using the concealer buffer brush by Zoeva just to buff that concealer out. I'm then going in with the Insta Fix and Matte Translucent Powder by Rimmel. And I'm using the Body Shop brush in S11E just to set that concealer in place. For eyes, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Gwen Stafani palette, and I'm going in with this colour called Anaheim, however you pronounce that, and I'm using the Wet n Wild crease brush just to blend that out into the crease. I'm just making sure it's blended out seamlessly. I'm then going in with the colour zone with the same blending brush, and I'm just applying that straight into the crease but underneath the transition shade. I'm then just making sure that it's all blended out nicely and the colours sort of fade into each other. I'm then using the Body Shop brush in R9 1E, and I'm just using the colour Punk just to pop that on the outer side of my eyelids and sort of into the crease as well. And with that blending brush, I'm just blending that colour out. I'm then using more of that zone shade just to blend that colour out even more. Then going back in with the transition shade just to blend the colours out even more. Next I go in with the colour Danger and I just apply that all over the eyelids. As the colour weren't really showing up well with my finger, I go in with a brush instead. Back in with the Punk shade just on the outer corner of the eyes and into the crease as well. Back in with the crease colours, I'm just blending it out. Using the colour Blackout, I just pop that on the outer corners of the eyes. And then just blending that colour out a little bit. Then I'm just using a wipe just to fix the edges of my eyeshadow. I'm then using the Body Shop mascara, and mind my boyfriend peeking there, and just applying it all over the eyelashes before I apply my falsies. I am using the Tatti lashes in TL6. As you can see, the glue that I got with them had all dried up, even though it had never been opened before. It was weird and minging as, so I did use a different glue to stick my eyelashes on. Now I'm just cleaning up around the brows with concealer. And I'm just sort of rubbing that out with my finger. I did then go over my eyeshadow a little bit just to sort of fix it up. I go in with the colour Blonde on my inner corners. But I then decided it weren't really bright enough for me, so I used the Wet n Wild highlighter in Blossom Glow it's called, and just popped that on my inner corners and also on my brow bone. And that's the eye makeup done, and I now go on to the face. To start, I'm using the Vitamin E Moisturiser by The Body Shop. This really hydrates the face and it just smells amazing. If you'd like to see my full skincare routine, then just pop over to my channel. My primer is called Instablur and it's also by The Body Shop. Just rubbing it into the face to fill in all my pores. I'm then using the Wet n Wild Cover All Concealer palette, and I'm using this orangey shade to pop under my eyes just to cancel out my dark circles. I do use my Real Technique sponge to blend this out to begin with, but I then decide to use my blending brush instead. Using the green colour from this palette, I'm just popping it on all my areas that are red, so like on my cheeks and down the side of my nose and on my chin. This just helps to neutralise the redness and just hide it a bit more. So I'm just using that same concealer buffing brush just to buff that into the skin a little bit. For foundation, I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection one in Porcelain, I think it is, and I'm just using the BH Cosmetics brush in 109 just to buff that into the skin. I then decide to use the Real Technique sponge just to pat the foundation into the skin. For concealer, I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection in Ivory. This is also what I use to carve out my brows. I'm just applying this under my eyes and on my forehead, and also onto the blemishes I have and down my nose. Making sure to use patting motions as you don't want any streaks. Next, I'm using the powder from earlier, and I'm just using the BH Cosmetics brush in 108 just to bake everywhere I put that concealer. After letting that set for a few minutes, I then brush it all off. I also make sure to powder down the neck and everywhere I put the foundation. Now for the bronzer, I'm using the Body Shop Honey Bronzer in 01, and I'm just using the Real Techniques powder brush just to bronze up the face. Now just using the Wet n Wild blush in Nudist Society and the BH Cosmetics brush in 110. I'm just dotting this on the apples of my cheeks and then blending it out. With that same highlighter from earlier, I'm just highlighting the face using the Spectrum brush in A10. So I'm just highlighting the cheekbones, my forehead a little bit, and then using my finger I'm also highlighting my cupid's bow, down my nose and my inner corners and brow bone. Then just combing back through my brows and going back over them with my eyebrow pencil. This is literally just one from the pound shop, but it does the job. Now I'm lining the lips with the sleek lip liner called Just Because, and I'm also sort of filling them in a little bit. Then I'm using the Rimmel lip gloss called Oh My Gloss. Using the Rose Dewy Glow Face Mist by The Body Shop, I spray this all over the face before moving on to my under eyes. Then using the Punk colour, I just pop that on the outer sides of the lower lash line. Using that same mascara from earlier on, I popped it on my lower lashes off camera, and then I used the clear brown mascara by Wet n Wild and combed it through the brows. And finally we are done. That's my full Christmas glam makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.